Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean Mathis here, CEO and founder of the Insurance Lead Genie. All right, I want to talk to you real quickly about content marketing and the power of content marketing. All right, so the power of content marketing in today's marketplace. Content marketing consistently provides more sales-ready leads than any other digital medium. This is from HubSpot, and they are one of the the planet's premier enterprise level marketing automation tool. More content equals more traffic. Companies that use content marketing and blogs have a 434% better chance of ad recall than those that don't. What does that mean? That means that you've got a 434% better chance of somebody remembering you if you're using a content marketing strategy, which is newsletters, which is emails, which is blog posts, video content, vlogs, content on your social media sites, consistently putting out that information. 87% of people 18 to 49 get their news from the internet. It's important to have a digital strategy. That's why our website is so important. You've got to have that piece that you own, by the way, not a landing page that your company provides you if you're a captive agent. That's why your website is so important, and that's why we include it free with the Insurance Lead Genie, a free, customized, completely turnkey, built out WordPress platform website, mobile optimized, search engine optimized. It is a great feature that no other system like ours provides. It is so important, we don't even charge you for it. It is a must. I didn't even want it to be an option. You have to have it. 57% of internet users rely on email newsletters for information. You may not realize that, but people subscribe to newsletters because they want to stay informed. And if you're not using a system like Lead Genie, you are missing over half of the population. So people that want to get insurance information want to get it via email. 70% of consumers prefer to learn about a company they're considering doing business with from an article than a paid ad. So while you could be spending, thousands upon thousands of dollars on paid ads, 70% of people would rather learn about you from an article, from content, from a blog post, from an email. 47% of buyers view at least 4 to 5 pieces of content from the vendor they do business with before they purchase. So again, 47% of buyers view at least 4 to 5 pieces of content from the vendor they do business with before they purchase. So if you're not delivering content, there's a massive opportunity. Almost half of the time, you're not going to get that business because you have no content for them to review. They don't want to just review content. They want to review it from the vendor they buy from. So you might talk to somebody, and that's why you might get on the phone with an internet lead who ends up buying from somebody else. You're like, why did that happen? I had a better price. We just talked, they seem happy, but they bought from someone else. Why? Probably because that somebody was delivering some value-driven content. Listen, you got to be able to deliver more than a sales conversation to people. This is the most competitive industry on the planet, and you will not survive simply manually phone calling and closing people on the phones with cold calls unless you want to run a call center sweatshop. Very costly to do, by the way. 96% of buyers rely on thought leaders and industry experts for information. Listen, if you're not delivering content, value-driven content, informational content, you're not considered a thought leader or an industry expert. Everybody knows that you want to be viewed as an expert, but how can you be viewed as an expert if you're not giving any content? What are you an expert of? They've never heard from you. You're not going to be viewed as an expert on a 10-minute conversation talking about rates and bodily injury and property damage. That takes time. To be an expert takes time. That's why I consistently market to my list on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Once you get into my ecosystem, you will not go without hearing from me. That's why I'm viewed as an industry expert. Yes, my results speak for themselves, but it's because I deliver content over time. I develop a relationship. Long before I ever get on the phone with anybody, they've heard from me. They've seen my videos. They've gotten my content. They know where I stand on issues. They know what I believe in. They know who I am. I've developed that relationship. And the great thing about that is I'm able to do it without ever picking up the phone call, without ever picking up a phone. I don't have to sit down and have a meeting with you. That's the beauty of technology, is you can do what used to take months, weeks, years to develop. You can do it in a fraction of the time, and you can do it without spending any time on the phone or in-person meetings, traveling around, and you can do it with tens of thousands of people at a time. Every single message that you send out is a sales call. I look at the equivalent of technology and what we used to do. An email is the equivalent of a cold call. An email is the equivalent of a sales pitch. A video is the equivalent of a sales call. But now you can do thousands at a time, tens of thousands a month, and you don't have to pay people to deliver it. You don't have to pay the post office for a stamp. 82% of buyers feel more confident about companies after reading personalized content. That's why the Insurance Lead Genie is completely customized to you, your agency, and your company. So is your website. Content is king. If you've been around any sort of marketing, just Google that phrase, content is king, and see what pops up. It is the absolute truth. If you do not deliver content, you will not be successful as a marketer. Trust me, we've been in this industry. We specialize in this industry. There is nobody who knows this industry better than my team. 47% of buyers view at least 4 to 5 pieces of content from the vendor they do business with. I know I said that, but it's that important. 82% of buyers feel more confident about companies after reading personalized content. Guys, that's so important. The average time it takes a consumer to engage a company after a piece of content is 21 days if they are in the market. The average time it takes a consumer to engage a company after a piece of content is 21 days if they're in market. That's if you wait on them, that's 3 weeks from the time they've engaged. You can collapse that by following up with a phone call once you know they're interested. And that's the beauty about Lead Genie, is you're going to know as soon as they digest that content, you're going to know when it is. You're going to know when that is, you're going to know when they did it, and you're going to know when to follow up. 74% of companies with a content marketing strategy find their lead quality went up as a result of the effective content marketing strategy. You're going to get better leads because you're going to get people on the phone who trust you. You have that opportunity to use this system to develop trust, to build yourself as a thought leader, as an industry expert with thousands and thousands of people on a daily basis. It's a feat that you simply cannot achieve by any other medium other than paid ads, but we've already discussed that consumers would much rather learn about you from content than they would from paid ads. Think about that, guys.